It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now. 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
You're listening to Living Full Out with Nancy Solari. As a successful motivational speaker and trusted life coach, Nancy knows how you can live the life you want regardless of the challenges you face. Although she's legally blind, Nancy's mission is to inspire others to overcome obstacles and live life full out. Call in at 800-333-0001 to ask Nancy for advice on topics such as relationships, finances, business, health, and more. Just call 800-333-0001. Once again, that's 800-333-0001. And now, here's Nancy.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Living Full Out. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. From everybody from California to New York, everywhere in between, I'm so proud to be here with you today. We have a great show ahead of you. We're talking about letting go. So to live full out in life, to really grab onto life with both hands, with excitement, you have to let go of past experiences that may be negative or ones that may have been holding you back. A lot of times in life we can be told things about ourselves that maybe hit us in a negative way and make us feel bad about ourselves. You want to let that go. If you've had an experience or a trauma in your life, you have to remember that that's in the past, and in order to live your life full out, you really have to embrace letting that go so that you can thrive in a big way. We have several great interviewees and guest hosts later in our show, so stay tuned for that. We're going to go to the lines now. Again, we're live. The number to call in is 800-333-0001, 800-333-0001. All right, we're going to go to the lines. We have Christy. Welcome to the Living Full Out Show. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Hi. So tell us what's going on today.
Hi. Yeah, well, my father died of cancer in April of 2012, which was hard enough, to go through a cancer battle. Mm-hmm. But one of the toughest things for me was that my mom moved on within 1 year after we married. And it just kind of stunned the family, and we weren't ready for it, and we just kind of felt like she moved on, too soon. Mm-hmm. And so I guess I'm trying to figure out how I can let go of that and honor my father and still have a great relationship with my mom and not let it come between us.
You know what? I understand that completely, and I'm sorry for your loss. In fact, my father died in June of 2012, so I am right there with you. Dads are very special. Now, did your parents have a good relationship?
Oh, yes. They were married 56 years. They had a really great marriage.
Mm-hmm. And your mom was just a loving wife, very supportive?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
They were just a couple. They were a couple that you would think their marriage was made in heaven. They were just so happy together.
That's perfect. Yep. And that's really what we're all looking for. If we get married, we want that best friend. We want that person that we can support. So, what you want to think about, and I think about this a lot of times with my father as well, is they would only want the best for you. Your dad would only want the best for your mom. And sometimes that is part of letting go. That means that it isn't because she moves on that she didn't love your dad in any great extraordinary way, because she did. It's just that she has to continue to live full out in her life. And love comes in different forms. The way that she loved your dad, I guarantee you, is different than the way that she must love her. Is she married now? New husband, right? So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, how is your relationship with him?
Actually, I knew him from when I was little. So it was one of my dad's best friends growing up. You know how you hear those stories?
Oh, yes.
And so he knew my dad, and my mom knew his wife, and they were in each other's weddings. And so growing up until the age of 10, our family vacationed with their family.
Wow.
We didn't see as much. But I've known him since I was real little.
Wow.
And I liked him a lot when I was little. But I didn't like him to think I want him to be my new dad.
Well,
he was just...
Well, he's
family
not,
friend.
but he's not your new dad. He's a stepdad, but he doesn't replace your dad. That's what you want to remember here. And you want to remember that, your dad would only want your mom and you to be looked after, and consider it like you have a dad to look after you. He's not your dad. My mom went on to have a second husband, and he passed away from leukemia, and then she's now married for the third time. And every dad that I've had, all the stepdads have loved me through phases of my life. So I would just let this new stepdad in your life just be that friend, be that person that you can turn to when need be, but he does not replace your dad. Okay? But I think that you will be just fine. You're so lucky to have so much love around you, and I would just really bask in that. Okay? But go ahead and stay on the line because yeah.
Okay.
Well, I was just going to
say it's nice that he's known me since I was little. Mm-hmm. So when I saw him again, I hadn't seen him for 40 years. And when he walked through my front door, it was just like taking me back, because now I'm 50 and I didn't see him since I was 10.
Well, and that's a long time.
Same voice, same person.
You have a lot of catch up to do, a lot of good conversations to be had. Yeah. So stay on the line with us. I'd like to get you information because I want to be able to support you along this path. Okay.
Okay,
thank you. That is such a great call, because that's a perfect example of needing to embrace new love, embrace new relationships. We're going to continue to evolve as people as we thrive to live full out. And so be welcoming of those new relationships in your life. We're going to go back to the lines. We have Christian. Welcome to the Living Full Out show.
Hey.
Hi, Christian. So tell us what's going on today.
Well, there's a friend of mine that I'm having trouble forgiving because of I just feel really betrayed by what he did.
What do you do?
Well, the girl he was going out with, she somehow got it in his head that I was a bad person or something, or that I did something wrong to her, and he ended up taking her side without even talking to me about it. And then he stopped talking to me.
Is he still?
Stopped being my friend altogether.
Is he still seeing her? Is he still with her?
No.
Okay.
No, they're not together anymore.
And now you
He's
guys
moved
are
on to another friend of mine.
Oh gosh. Okay. And now you and him are still not friends at this time.
Still not. Yeah.
Okay. So you're wondering how to rebuild that relationship, or how to let go of that relationship?
I've let go of the relationship. It's just, I don't know. I'm just trying to see completely whether, I'm at fault here. Is it my fault at all? Because I used to know her before I knew him. So I set them up. I set up the relationship. I was helping him along. I was always there for him when he needed a place to stay so he can go and see her.
Did he ever tell you
every way?
Did he ever tell you what it was about you that he learned that turned him off?
No, it was just one day his girlfriend was really emotional about everything, and everybody was just annoying her, but she singled me out as the main reason she was upset.
Well, the thing is she's no longer in the picture. So in order for you to let go and to perhaps rebuild this relationship, we have to let her go, because she's dating another friend of yours at this time, but let's focus on just you and him. Okay? So what I recommend you do, and everybody's going to have a different communication style. So you know him fairly well. You want to figure out, is he somebody you should talk to in person? Is he someone that you should send an email to? Is he someone that you should write a letter to? And I would not do text, because that won't give you enough time to say what you need to say, but for whatever reason, you want to get out in a really clear way your stance, your message. And what I really liked that you were starting to do just a few minutes ago is you were starting to be open to maybe what you did wrong. That's being very humble. And the thing is, if something did go wrong and if something was inappropriately said, you would want to know it, and you would want as for him to be your friend to let you know what that was, because you just want to be the best version of yourself going forward, right? So, so I would be open to that. Just say, hey, listen, I really want to grow. I want to live full out in life. I want to be a good friend for you and whoever you may be dating in the future. If there's something that I need to change, please let me know. But at the same time, I miss our friendship. I value you because X, Y, and Z. Okay? You don't want to defend and you don't want to blame. You just want to be positive, but yet also looking forward. Don't look backwards. It's part of letting go is to rebuild this relationship, to rebuild this friendship. You just want to look forward as to how you can make it stronger. Is that something you can do?
It's a little difficult because of the situation that we were in. It's hard to trust him considering that he's a person capable of such, like, he can easily just change his mind about me because of whatever anybody else says. So no matter what, going into this friendship, I'm always going to be worried that anybody could say anything and he would end up leaving again.
Well, and yeah, go ahead.
Also the fact that he never actually apologized for it. He sometimes it seems like he is willing to talk to me, but he's just sitting there as if he's waiting for me to somehow come and apologize to him for what happened.
Well, and you bring up,
he never said he's sorry.
Right, and you bring up a good point. So you have to evaluate for yourself, is this a relationship worth keeping? You know, we meet people in our life in different reasons. You know, sometimes people are, you know, college friends or, you know, elementary school friends or friends we might develop in a relationship like a marriage or a partnership of some kind. You have to evaluate for yourself if this is a friendship worth keeping. It may just be that it's time to let it go. Now, what I want you to do is don't make any rush decisions, okay? Really process this. Yeah. But you can only decide for yourself whether to keep the friendship or not. I'd like you to stay on the line because I have some more thoughts for you on this. If we can get your information, and I'll talk to you offline, okay? But thank you so much.
Sure thing.
All right, great calls today in this first segment. Again, we're live. That number is 800-333-0001, 800-333-0001. We're talking about letting go. And again, this is the Living Full Out Show, and we will be right back.
Imagine relaxing with a cup of the finest tea in existence. Complex, perfectly balanced, fragrant teas that were once only reserved for emperors and royalty are now yours to enjoy with Waterfall Teas. With a range of fragrances, flavors, and pleasures selected from the most elite tea regions in the world, the nectar of the tea leaves of our exquisite teas spreads goodness from the mouth to the whole body, making every essence of your being rejoice. Go to waterfallteas.com and let Waterfall Tea Company be your personal tea sommelier. waterfallteas.com.
Living Full Out is a motivational speaking and life coaching company dedicated to helping others achieve their potential. Whether you're looking for one-on-one coaching or seeking to empower your employees with customized presentations, Nancy Solari will give you and your team the tools to de-stress, self-motivate, and pursue your vision for the future. To find out more about our coaching and presentation options, visit livingfullout.com or call 310-909-7800. Again, that's livingfullout.com or 310-909-7800.
Are you looking to attract more clients for your business? Well, the folks at Directory Tree can help. They can connect you with business owners, presidents, and C-level executives that make decisions on buying your services. Usually these executives are difficult to reach, and they make most of the decisions. Directory Tree can help you to connect with these business executives. Their expert team does all the work. They craft the message, send out the email, and track the results. Let Directory Tree promote, manage, and grow your business. Contact them at 800-340-1117. That's 800-340-1117.
The Living Full Out Radio Show would like to thank all of our partners. They are a great resource to the show and to the community. If you own or manage a business and would like to promote your services, give us a call to partner with the show. You may even qualify for a guest hosting segment. Please call us at 310-909-7800 or email at partner@livingfullout.com. Once again, that number is 310-909-7800. Or you can email us at partner@livingfullout.com.
You're listening to Living Full Out with Nancy Solari. As a certified life coach, Nancy can help you to overcome challenges and start living full out. Call in with questions live at 800-333-0001. Once again, that's 800-333-0001. And now, here's Nancy.
Welcome back. This is the Living Full Out show, and today we are talking about letting go so that we can really embrace life in a big way with all our passion and love in our hearts. We want to be able to let go of those negative experiences or things that maybe have been told to us over the past years that, hit us in a negative way and make us feel bad about ourselves. This is the time to start the year off right. Really let those things go. We have some great interviews and guest hosting today, and we're going to kick that off now with Ruth Sharp. She is the owner of Tutoring Club of Littleton. And they do tutoring for levels K through 12, so students who need support in basic reading or math or writing, or even if they need just support in terms of tutoring for a class, they have credentials of different tutors that can really help those students out in achieving their academic goals. Ruth, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Hi, I'm so excited. We know we talked earlier today, but you are just such a really warm spirit. Like, I can just tell that you love what you do. And so I'd love to just jump on in and, let our listeners know a little bit about your organization.
Well, thank you so much. So what we do is, like you said, we have a proprietary curriculum that gets kids up to grade level in math, reading, and writing. But really what parents can expect when they come here to tutoring is they can expect three things I always tell my parents. Qualified tutors, a soft place for their kids to land, a good resource, but most importantly, a plan, so that we're not just throwing a cookie-cutter curriculum out there, that we're really tailoring the tutoring for each individual student's needs. Maybe they need our curriculum for a while, and then maybe they need study skills and then homework help. So whatever it is that they need, that is tailored to their needs.
And I love that. And that, again, is such an extension of who you are, because you want each person to feel special, catered to, and I'm sure you have students of all different kinds that need support. But, in terms of a challenge that they may be having with a particular course or maybe, again, math or writing or reading, how do you help students with that?
Well, the biggest thing that I notice with my students and with the parents, and they don't mean to do this, but they have preconceived ideas of what they can do or what their kids can do. I hear all the time, I'm just not good at math, or I'm just not good at reading. And some kids genuinely are not good with math. And they genuinely don't like to read, but usually there's an underlying core reason why they're not good with this. So the biggest challenge is getting them to let go, for lack of a better word, to let go of those preconceived ideas that they have of themselves. Because it really, if they have the right tutoring and the right support and resources, they can get through it. You can't avoid math, you can't avoid reading, but you can learn to build on the skills that you have.
And you bring up such a great point, because I fell into that trap myself. I know I've said to myself over the years, I'm just not good at math. So you're right in the zone, and I love that you speak their language, you understand even emotionally what they're going through kind of behind the scenes and helping them let go of that. What would be a piece of advice that you would give parents in considering tutoring?
Well, there's different pieces of advice that I give for different age levels. But overall, a general piece of advice is to tell your kids to always ask questions. I talked to a professor once at a major university out here in Colorado, and he said the biggest thing that you can do, that kids can do in college, is ask for help. Kids avoid things that they don't like to do or that really intimidate them. So just to tell them that it's okay that you don't know how to do everything. It's extremely rare to go through 12 years of education and not get some sort of help somewhere along the way, and it's okay. Part of tutoring is really giving them a life lesson that you're not always going to be good at math or some other subject, but you've got to roll up your sleeves and get it done. You know, your boss is going to ask you to do something that you don't like to do, and you just have got to roll up your sleeves and get it done.
I love that. It's really building confidence at an early age, and really we all need help. You're right, and that's why even callers call into this show. They want to seek assistance in getting over a challenge. So, now I've always wondered, is tutoring seasonal? For example, I mean, is it something that a student might do over the summer or right before finals, or is it really all year round?
Typically, it's all year round. However, there are higher peaks in my phone volume. Right now, I'm getting a lot of phone calls for ACT prep. January, second semester is always much busier than the first semester. First semester parents want to let the kids see what they can do, and then, you know, they struggle the first semester, and then they finally decide over Christmas, okay, we got the grades, we need to maybe get you some resources. And again, like I was saying, ACT prep is really big in second semester. Every junior pretty much across the United States has to take the ACT in April. In fact, I just took 3 phone calls today for it. So, and I am running a special on my ACT prep. It's $50 off. So to answer your question, it's all around, but there are certainly higher volumes of tutoring than other times throughout the year.
Wow. You know what I really love is you're a partner with the student, with the parents. You're a partner with them on this academic journey. And again, your passion for what you do just shines through in a big way. And so if our listeners would like to get in touch with you, maybe to take advantage of that prep that you just mentioned, how could they reach out to you?
Well, my telephone number is area code 303-904-4600, and that again is 303-904-4600, or our website is very simply tutoringclub.com, www.tutoringclub.com.
And that is so great. And really, I express all of our listeners today, if you have kids that may need some extra assistance, give Ruth a call, because she's just really so much knowledge that she could share with you. And it's really been a delight to have you on. And I think you've helped a lot of our listeners let go. Again, if you keep saying you're not good at math, it might not be true. Just let it go. Right? So thank you so much for calling in today and being a part of our show. And I hope you have a wonderful Sunday.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks, Ruth. So I really welcome everybody to, reach out to Ruth if you have questions. Her tutoring club is really one of a kind. And again, today we're live. We're talking about letting go so we can live full out in our lives. The number to call in is 800-333-0001, 800-333-0001. We're live. We're going to go back to the lines. We have Terry. Welcome to the show. Hi, Terry.
Hi, Nancy.
Welcome.
How are you?
I am great.
Thank you.
Tell us what's going on today.
Well, I'm enrolled at, a pretty good university, and I've been taking classes and whatnot, most of my prerequisites, but I haven't really found my true calling at university yet, and I feel like I am wasting valuable money of my parents at university because, I'm putting in this hard work, but I don't feel that my grades are truly reflecting the work that I'm putting in. And so I know that I'm easily able to pull out of the university and, attend a community college back home, thus saving more money and allowing me a little bit more time to kind of figure out my path. Mm-hmm. But, I'm seeking advice today on how to let go of the stresses, associated with, my academic abilities, because I feel like they're probably clouding my judgment because, I just feel a little stressed and I feel pressured for time because I am spending so much money, but yet I haven't found what I truly want to do yet.
You know what? There's probably lots of listeners today either nodding their head because they've been there or they are there. And the thing is we don't always know in life who we want to be when we grow up, or, what we want to, morph into as our passions and interests change. And so you're really in alignment with so many people are. So the thing is I want you to consider a couple of things. I think it's great that you're acknowledging how much your parents are spending on your education, and, if it makes sense to you and makes sense to them, transition to community college, then that might be the right fit. But you want to consider maybe shadowing. Think about different professions that interest you, and maybe take some time to do an internship or two, or shadow someone in that career, just to kind of soak up what that might look like. And, maybe even join some clubs or talk to different people about what they do for a living. Just try to evaluate what might be a good fit for you. But unless you get out there and experience those internships or job shadowing or, talking to people in various professions, you're not going to know what's available to you. Have you explored that?
Right. I haven't necessarily explored that. I think that is a good idea. I guess I've been so stressed about my academics that I haven't really pursued anything extracurricular yet.
Well, and I think you really have to let go of that stress, because that stress will always be there. You're stressed about financial for the academics now, but then the financial stresses, they don't go away. I'd love to tell you they do, but they don't. Okay? So you're in this time here and now where you're in a growing phase of your life. So really soak up those experiences. Maybe it makes more sense to go to a community college and then do some clubs and do some internships and really experience more of what life has to offer. I would definitely like to share more with you offline here off the show, because again, so many of our callers have been here before. So if you can stay on the line, I'd definitely like to get your information so we can support you in your path.
Okay, thank you so much, Nancy.
Oh, you're very welcome. I know great things are ahead for you. You just can't give up. Keep believing, okay? But stay on the line and we'll get you information. Okay, so really, everybody today who's listening, letting go is a process. It's not a snap. If you're having